My friends are here, guys. I am often misunderstood. At times, I find it very hard to succinctly say who I am without labeling myself. I'm an artist, an introvert, an overachiever, an activist. Labels act as a quick shorthand. We use words because words are convenient. And convenience isn't bad, but I think we give too much power to words. Words and labels tend to validate the existence of a concept or thing. I want to share a story about a young woman, and as I prepared for this night, I became very apprehensive about sharing the story because it's not my narrative, but my heart kept whispering to share it. She was brave and courageous and was physically strong, and she would stand up to anyone who would challenge her. She was labeled as a fighter, and I was her new mentor. And during our introductions, I was careful about how I wanted to introduce myself because I wanted to be authentic and trustworthy and obviously cool. But most importantly, I wanted to build trust. And trust takes time. And the more time that I spent with her, the more she let me in a little. She was confident, had a sense of humor, loved music by Drake, and just strong. And she wanted to become a hairstylist. The group labeled her a fighter, and we sought to combat that. At the age of 15, she was labeled a homicide. And there is not a day that goes by that I don't think of her. Words and labels tend to validate the existence of a concept or thing. However, labels do not create or cause problems or inequality or oppression. People do. They directly affect people's lives in ways they shouldn't. They tend to complicate the most basic sense of communication, making it harder to combat things like oppression and inequality. Criminal, terrorist, angry black woman, bad dude, as a black man stood in the middle of the street with his arms raised before shots were fired. Labels can either further exclude groups of people or bring people closer together. When people suggest that I would be treated fairly if I don't label myself black, they are implying that my blackness is a problem. And people are not oppressed because they're black or because of their religion. They are oppressed because of society's dismissive and intolerant attitude to systemic racism. Now, I'm not saying that all labels are ineffective or detrimental. They have their usefulness and can be very empowering. Confident, beautiful, talented, gender fluid, artist. At the very least, they can give people the confidence, a sense of confidence and clarity about the positions and choices they support. What I am offering is that labels become harmful when we associate them with essential character traits. Labels usually don't accurately describe the person that it's meant to describe. It tends to complicate things. And I don't think that there is one single label that can really speak to the complexity of the individual behind it. They make us adhere to a set of norms that may or may not be true for our current mental and physical well-being. They make us uncomfortable. So what if? What if we searched for a full narrative? One with a beginning, middle, and end. What if we used labels as introductions, but valued a more complete narrative in our relationship with others? What if we were quicker to lend a listening ear and slower to speak? What if we seek more to understand and accept and were more curious to uncover? What if? After all, we are all misunderstood. Thank you.